Welcome back, everyone. We're on our 4th episode of Clambake.
Clambake. Well, I
And
gotta
with me
say,
again? Oh, and
No,
you're gonna just
I'm
butt right
sorry.
in. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Please.
No, go
No,
ahead.
I see you have a lot on your mind today.
I'm fucking pissed off right now. I fucked up the last show, big time.
Well, and of course that's Sean. I'm Gons.
Yeah.
And please, without further ado, Sean, I don't want to interrupt you, so go right ahead.
No, I was just saying that I would only count it as 3 shows because that one show we did, our second show with Ryan, it was a disaster.
Well,
It was terrible, man. I'm sorry. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, the content was great. Ryan was great. We really
Music
had
was
a good
great.
time, but just the quality of the recording was shit.
I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest with you, but
Hopefully our producer can clean it up a little bit and we can make it presentable and the people can hear it if anybody's going to listen to it.
in a 5-minute segment.
Yeah. Our 30-minute show is now 5 minutes. Enjoy it.
Well, I thought it was pretty good. You're just too much of a perfectionist, I think.
I don't know.
I think you are.
There's
But
just something about the sound of dishes and doors opening and shutting that people don't really want to hear that. I don't, maybe it's just
Or-
me.
beer bottles clanking, and
I don't mind that so much.
which gives me an idea, actually. I've told you about this in the past. I like to go to bars and make fun of people that are hitting on women.
That sounds like a good show.
And I think that could be a very funny show for an upcoming episode.
Yeah, we'll have to try that. We'll
Drunk
do like
people hitting on hot chicks is just priceless. Video would be better, obviously, but
yeah.
since we have such a low
Budget.
budget,
Below low.
it's below low budget. I think that would be very funny, and I'm going to actually give it a try here in the upcoming future, very soon, actually.
Yeah, I like the sound of it. That'll be fun.
Or
show.
maybe I'll just walk in and try and hit on chicks and be drunk and use bad pickup lines because I hear them every day at work. So
yeah, it's probably be better if you record other guys doing it, but that's
Yeah,
just
that's
my
true.
thoughts.
that's true. Either way it could be funny. Or send somebody else in and do it.
Hey, there you go.
That could be good too.
We need a like a Pugsley type of guy for the show.
Like Kevin Matthews. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
like-
I think we have one.
Well, I don't know. We've been taking turns here lately.
That's true. That's true. Well, I got something that's going to cheer you up. It's a little surprise.
Good. Lay it on, man. Need a surprise.
It's a surprise that I got to enjoy for myself. It's nothing for you, really, because you didn't get to enjoy
Oh, well,
it.
thanks for the surprise.
Surprise.
It's just for me, by the way.
I got to hear the Aftershock CD.
What?
The new one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I saw it on Facebook. Motorhead,
whole thing?
Aftershock, the whole thing.
Oh, you suck, man.
Well, the good news is you can still listen to it. And out of a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would give it about I was going to say 7.5. You know what? I'm going to bump it up a little bit because there's some really good stuff. I'm
Really?
going to go to 8. I'm going
8?
to go to a solid 8.
Well, if it's a solid 8, that's definitely a good CD in my book.
It is. But, and I actually, you always say I'm not prepared, I'm not organized. I went through.
It's because you're not.
Because I'm not, but I actually came home from work and I sat down with a piece of paper and
Wow.
chicken scratched out all the names of the songs.
I'm impressed.
And I wrote some very good notes.
Well,
They're not
let's
really.
hear it. Let's
They're
hear
not good
what's your opinion of this new CD.
Apparently it's good because everything has good after it.
Okay.
So,
So
but
it's good. All right.
I tried to write descriptive things, but it just ended up being the same thing for every song pretty much. But
That's all right.
it's 14 songs, which surprised me. I thought it was going to be a little shorter, which is nice.
Wow, 14 tracks.
Yep.
Nice.
I think it's like 47, 48 minutes long.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah. Although they have a thing that they're selling on the website where you can get a hoodie, a bunch of pictures, a ring. It says
ring?
it has the Aftershock, the war pig on it. Yeah, I would actually like to get it,
that's
but I'm
kinda
sure
cool,
it's way
actually,
more money than I
yeah.
want. It would be cool, but I think it's more money than I have to spend on anything. So I'll probably stick with the $10 CD
There you
as
go.
opposed to the $100 one. But the first song on the list was called Heartbreaker.
Mhm.
I thought it was a nice start to the CD because it had nice Motorhead guitars. So I mean, it sounds like a Motorhead. It's Motorhead.
Right. I got you.
They've been together since the '70s, and he hasn't changed the sound since then, which is actually all right because it's a good sound.
Those guys play really tight. I mean, you can tell they've been playing a long time together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have changes here and there, but I mean, still, Lemmy's the writer. But
Lemmy.
Well, he is. And he writes songs for other people.
I can't believe that guy's still alive.
If he didn't do drugs and drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes, I don't think he would be.
I agree. He's one of those people that actually keeps him going, I think.
I read the book The Thin White Line. That's what the doctor told him.
Really?
Because he wanted to change his blood, and the doctor said no, like, what is it, Keith Richards did to cut back on his drugs and alcohol and stuff. Doctor told him if he did, he would probably die.
Wow. My
So that's a man
prescription
right
is
there.
that you keep drinking and smoking. Excellent. Wow, that's all right. Good for him.
Yeah. Hey, more power to the guy. So anyways, back to what I was doing. Number 2, the song is Coup de Grace.
Yep.
Again, I wrote good.
Good. It's good. Okay.
It had solid drum beats, nice guitar.
I like a good solid drum beat.
I know you do. Third, this is the one song that I could take it or leave it. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Lost Woman Blues.
Okay.
And this is because, as you know, I don't like things outside of the rock genre usually.
Well, yeah, mostly.
It's bluesy, so I don't like blues. And not saying it's not a good song, but
It's not your cup of tea.
it's not my. It's exactly.
Right. So it's not good. Then it didn't get the good rating.
It didn't get a good rating. No, that's one of the songs I didn't write good on.
All right, I got you.
I think it's the only one, but yeah. Lost Woman Blues. So. Number 4 was End of Time. And my only problem with it was, just as I was starting to really get into it because of the guitar, it was done. And I went to the next song.
Oh yeah, it's real short.
Extremely.
Huh.
It wasn't, it just felt like it was short. Maybe it was just the build-up. I don't know. I mean, some of the songs actually feel like they're part of the other song, so maybe it was a segue into another song. I don't know.
It all runs together.
Or maybe it was just all one song.
One
I don't
big
know.
giant 48-minute song.
Pretty much. Let's see. Number 5, Do You Believe? This was an awesome song, actually. I didn't write good. It was awesome.
Oh.
Because when it started out, it had that old school, like, 50s kind of guitar. Like it sounded like Chuck Berry was taking meth.
Sweet.
And picked up a guitar.
I like
Because
that.
it had that feel, that sound, that guitar. And the middle had a real nice breakdown in it. It would go kind of back and forth between the old school and then their usual sound.
Right.
And the drums, the guitar were real good in that song, too. That was an excellent song. Do You Believe? Song number 5.
I'll have to keep
So
that in mind
when
when
you
I
listen
get
to
to
that,
listen
check
to
it
it.
out. Well, it's free. If you can't listen to it, you got problems.
Well, I'm pretty lazy. If it takes any... pushing a button to click on a website, that's a lot of work for me.
And that's why it is for me, too, so I use my phone. Even better.
Even better.
Number 6 was Death Machine.
I like the sound of that already.
And the beats in that for the drums were really good. Real nice. I mean, they had guitar and bass, obviously, but the beats is what stood out to me, so I like that a lot.
Excellent.
Number 7, Dust and Glass.
It's an interesting combination.
Yeah, especially since it became a blues song.
So what's with all the blues? That's 2 blues tracks on here, right?
I know. He sang a little softer in that one. Lyrically, it wasn't bluesy. But it was one of his slower songs, and it was a good song. And for being a bluesy-sounding song, I liked it. So I was actually quite surprised with that. And number 8, they've had going to Brazil, now they're going to Mexico.
They're getting around, aren't they?
But the problem with it was, when I listened to the song, I couldn't really pay attention because I kept thinking, what song does this sound like that's theirs? It sounded just like another song of theirs that they have. I can't think what it is, though.
I see.
I sat and tried to figure it out, and I couldn't.
I see.
So it kind of was distracting with that.
Right.
It was all right. It was good, but it wasn't great.
So it gets the good rating.
It gets a good rating,
All
but
right.
it wasn't like... It was a mediocre good, but not mediocre. Another one was number 9, Silence When You Speak to Me. I don't know. It sounds like he was telling someone to shut the hell up, but
I like that better.
it had a classic like 80s rock feel to it.
80s?
Not like... Yeah, it kind of had an 80s rock feel.
Like Ace of Spades kind of 80s?
Not Motorhead 80s, actually. Like a...
Really?
Yeah, like... Not one of those shitty...
Like the Cars 80s?
No. No. Pat Benatar.
Oh, yes.
No. I can't really describe it. You'd have to hear it. It just sounded. It just
Well-
reminded me of like an '80s sound, not Motorhead, but like. I'm trying to think of somebody. I should have wrote down who it reminded me of, but I couldn't think of anyone.
I like to join the crowd like the rest of the planet when it's released. Then I'll listen to it on that day.
Oh, so you're not going to listen to it beforehand?
I'll listen to 1 or 2 tracks just to get a feel for it, but I don't want to spoil the whole CD all at once.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's free. It's early. Why
I
not
know,
listen to
but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm stealing. Which music is really the only thing that I don't feel bad. You know, I mean, I can't steal music.
Well, yeah, but they're putting it up for you to listen to, so why wouldn't you listen to it?
I don't know.
I can't do it.
I have no
can't bring
response
myself-
to that.
Lemmy wants people to listen to it. I won't do it. Fuck him.
Nope, he deserves the money for it, and I'm going to go buy it and listen
I'm
to it.
going to go
then.
buy it. I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to sit there and listen to free CD. Well, I probably will.
Yeah,
listen
see?
to it,
Ah.
but I will go out and buy the CD as well, so you just settle down.
All right.
All right.
Damn it.
Next one, 10. Crying Shame.
That sounds bluesy.
It wasn't. It actually was another one of those 50s sounding songs, man. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I mean, because he's doing that headcat thing now,
Right.
which is like Johnny Cash and Buddy Holly and all that. It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Huh.
What was it? It was I wrote a real good song. Great
Real good.
breakdowns in it. Really good breakdowns in
Nice.
it. Yeah.
Better than good.
Another one that was excellent. Actually, it might be one of my favorites in the whole thing. Queen of the Dam. Song
I
number
have
11.
heard that track.
I love the bass in the beginning when it starts out.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's the one track I heard. Which to me, it almost reminded me of like 80s Motorhead. It just had that sound to it.
I mean, a lot of this does sound like 80s Motorhead, but it was good. I liked it a lot.
Very cool.
And the line I wrote down, because I have a hard time understanding sometimes. I have to pay attention to what he's saying. And I think I was cooking at the time when I was listening to it a little bit.
Sure, you're cooking meth again? Man,
Yeah.
That's
well,
why there's choppers flying over your house. They know you're there cooking that shit. Your
I
neighbors
watch a little too much Breaking Bad. I get excited. I start cooking
yes.
meth. You know?
Don't we all?
No, but part of the line he said was, she looks like she should be locked in a zoo. When I heard that shit, I started laughing. I should have rewound it.
That bitch can eat corn through a barbed wire fence.
Oh, I laughed pretty hard when I heard that.
Nice.
All right, so number 12, Knife.
Oh, to the point. No pun intended.
It wasn't very hard. It wasn't a hard song, but the drum beats in that was really good. You'd like that.
Oh, I'm excited. Excellent.
It wasn't really outstanding, except for the drums were just really good in that song. I don't know what it was. It gave it a pop it needed to just turn it into like a rock song. It was cool.
Huh.
Number 13, Keep Your Powder Dry.
What is that about now?
I guess if you're in a bathroom and you're doing cocaine, you want to keep that dry. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't understand it at all, to be honest with you, but it was a good song, and the guitar in it was awesome.
So is it about coke or is it about musket rifles?
Well, he stated in what was that movie? That movie I got the Blu-ray of him, that he doesn't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That he doesn't like. He doesn't like cocaine.
I'm with him there. I'm not a fan myself either.
Well, I'm just.
All I can see is your notebook.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yep. There you go.
Do you see me now?
Barely. Continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just a little tense today.
I know we're gonna get into your anger issues.
It's
in
a
one
work week, and work makes me tense because I hate work. Who doesn't hate work? But anyway.
I despise work. So next was Paralyzed, and that was another song that sounded very similar to something else, and it was good. I liked it, but the problem I had with it was the whole time I'm listening to the song, all I could think is it sounds like another song of theirs, and my mind is trying to think of what the hell the song is that it sounds like.
You got to focus on the song at hand.
I know, but I was listening to it and trying to give a proper. I was trying to relate the song to something, so that's why. So that was it. That was the 14th song. So what I basically off with was, it's a solid CD. I gave it an 8.
Excellent.
There was, a song that I thought was so-so, but it was still listenable. I wouldn't take it away from the CD, really. It was fine.
Right.
And that it's a great CD to listen to while you're in traffic, trying to get into a fight, you're pissed off, or you just want to get somewhere fast. I would say
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to getting it.
CD. So
I'm excited.
I do
about
too,
it.
and I will buy it, but I will listen to it some more while it's free.
Well, I suppose since we're on the topic of music now, I may as well disclose that, as you may or may not know, the new Pearl Jam CD came out today. Actually came out. The CD itself was released today. It's called
And it was
Lightning
welcomed
Bolt.
with a very dull roar.
Well, I like Pearl Jam, but, I mean, they peaked a long time ago. Everyone knows this.
I know.
But anyway, I bought the CD. And I just listened to it on the way home. I only heard maybe 4 or 5 tracks. And I like to listen to a CD for about a week before I give it a fair judgment, so I can't tell you anything about it right now.
Well, thanks for mentioning it then.
Well, my initial assessment is it sounds real stripped down. Like, you know how a lot of their stuff is like a lot of distortion and processing and over-mixing and effects and whatnot?
Right.
This is it's just simple rock. I mean, it's bass, drums, guitar, vocals. It doesn't have a lot added to it. It's not heavy mixed. It just sounds real clean and simple. I took that away with it just listening to a few tracks. So when I've listened to it and decided on it, we'll talk about it later. But anyway, if you like Pearl Jam, which some of the stuff
I
know
like
you
Pearl
like.
Jam. I like them. I didn't like their later stuff, but
Yeah,
maybe
I know.
you made me the CD and it was pretty good. So I mean,
So it's out there. It's out there.
I had no idea. I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
arriving in stores today.
I knew it was coming, and I forgot that it was coming out today, so I just made a little detour to pick it up on the way home.
All right, well, burn me a copy.
Yeah, yeah.
Just joking.
A free copy, you got
I would
it.
never do such things like that.
I know you don't, and I would never volunteer to do it for you either.
Excellent. So I can expect that in the mail tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I'll bring it to you next time I come over. No, I'm serious. It's no problem.
I want to hear it though. I do like them. So I'll listen to it. And, yeah, whatever. So all right, I went through my
Yeah.
happy moment today. What's pissing you off then?
No,
Because you've been full of anger all night. You've been texting me angry messages.
Well, I'm always full of. It's just something about the week, Monday through Friday. It doesn't set well with me because you have to deal with traffic. You have to work. The whole thing, the whole system needs to change. This whole work system, it's no good. We're wasting our lives. We're slaves. I don't like it.
Okay, and that's it.
all. I don't know.
So basically, life is what bothers you.
On a perpetual basis.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Well, I really figured you had a lot more anger than that about something new.
Well, I do. I mean, I can get into specifics if you really need to.
Give me some
talk
specifics.
about
I
anger.
mean,
Walmart. I'll give you Walmart.
it's therapeutic. I want to hear some therapy. I want to give you some therapy now.
Okay. I need new laces for my shoes, right? My work boots. I need some
Right.
shoelaces. Well, are you going to drive all over town looking for a cobbler? No, you're going to go to fucking Walmart because you know they got shoelaces, right?
Right. I don't think there are such things as cobblers anymore. This isn't the
Well,
1800s.
my point is Walmart sells everything, so you have no choice but to go there at some point, and it's cheap anyway.
Yeah.
It's like a
I
trap. It's
Target
like a
better.
bear trap.
Bear trap, okay.
Well, that's just it. Do I know Target has laces? Maybe not. Walmart does. I know that for a fact. So that's
Target's
what you
got
do.
laces.
But they're twice
A lot
as
of
much.
places have laces. They're not.
I'm gonna
twice
spend
as
$8 for a pair of damn shoelaces.
much. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'm a little crazy. Anyway, I don't like Walmart.
All right, nobody does. It's just where you end up.
See, that's my point. You're going to go there at some point. You don't have a choice. They sell
I
every
know.
damn thing under the sun.
Well, down here, it's the only place that's open 24 hours, so I always end up at Walmart if I have to go get something. And I have to drive all the way across town to go there, and then I have to get the stuff and come home.
Yeah, and
But,
you gotta
I
deal
mean,
with
it's
traffic.
priceless to watch people walk around in there.
No, it's not because they
Oh,
don't.
it's
They stand in the middle of the damn aisle, and you
That's
just
'cause you're
stand
related
there.
to some of them, probably.
I mean, you got the whole aisle open, right? You got it's what 10 feet wide. I don't know how wide the damn thing is. Like the middle aisle, not the side aisles, but the main aisle you walk down, right?
Yeah.
Well, they got all the pallets out there because they're unloading this shit because it's, 2 in the morning by the time we make it over there, usually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the little bit of walkways there is, well, everybody congregates right in the middle of the damn intersection and just stands there.
Yeah, but where else are you going to see such losers. It's fun.
Well, you go to
I
that
like to sit and
website,
watch people.
the people of Walmart. That's a website, I think.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's what you go look at them there. You don't have to see them in person.
I like to soak in the smell and the atmosphere.
Oh, no thanks.
Get the sweat off the people. And,
Exactly is the smell of Walmart, the scent of Walmart.
I like it. I like to watch people though, so that's my thing.
Yeah.
I like to sit in a bar and be the creepy guy at the end who just watches everybody at the bar and laughs at them.
Oh, speaking of creepy guy, I pretty much feel like one all the time when there's women around because they're usually half my age when I'm looking at them.
I know. It's quite disturbing, actually.
But anyway, I was at work, and it was at an apartment complex today. And I was in like a little side room in a breezeway, and there was stairs right in front of the little doorway I was standing in.
Oh, no.
I was peeking through the crack of the door, looking up the stairs, and there was some lovely young ladies in their bikinis from the swimming pool at the clubhouse that I happened to notice coming in. And as they were walking up the stairs, of course, I'm creepily gawking through the door crack at them.
Such an idiot.
And she looks right at me, and she's like, gives me this, oh my God, kind of look. But I don't care.
You don't care, but you felt the need to mention it.
Yeah.
I am a pervert who likes to watch girls in bikinis walking up and down stairs.
Well,
Actually,
I
now
think that
I
just
say
makes
it,
me
I
a
mean,
normal,
it doesn't
healthy
quite sound
man.
so bad anymore.
See?
It doesn't sound as bad.
Exactly.
No, but the fact that you got caught is pretty funny.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't mind so much if you're out in the open, but you're like peeking through a door crack. That looks kind of creepy.
No, well, that is. Worse is if you're not even looking at somebody and they think you are, and then they give you the dirty look.
Yeah, I get that too usually.
Well, you probably are looking, but I'm actually sometimes not. So,
yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
And then they give me the look, and it's usually this troll with double G boobs and
Hanging down to her knees.
exactly, and her stomach is hanging below that like an apron.
Oh, yummy.
And they always give you the look like, how dare you look at me? And I wasn't even looking at him.
I think you were. I know that's your type.
Well, with that moo-moo, I love it. I can't get
Pretty
enough
sure
of that.
you are looking at that type of woman. And thinking to yourself, she can get it.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. No. With, when you look this good, you have to have high standards.
I understand. I'll tell you something else that makes me angry. Traffic.
Oh, traffic, especially in the wintertime.
Oh, my God. I'm about probably 20 minutes from my office where I work, and it takes me about 40 minutes to get there because of the traffic.
I live 7 miles from work, and driving home from work takes me about a half hour.
Jesus. That's wrong. That's not right.
And I'm actually going the shorter distance because I go the back road. I don't take the main road where all the lights are at.
Oh, my God.
If I take the main road, it's even worse.
You know what the problem is down here?
Old people?
Old people, tourists.
Say
Well,
it.
no, I'm not going to say it.
You're going to say it, aren't you?
No,
Go
I'm
ahead,
not
say
going
it.
to say it.
Say it.
No, it's just offensive.
You don't want to say anything racist today?
I don't want to be racist tonight.
I know exactly what you're going to say. Some Latin people.
Yeah, they can't drive for shit.
And he's out with it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Nah, Miami's horrible, man.
You know, your traffic's pretty bad, I got to be honest with you.
I despise it. You get going with a nice breeze and you have to stop. You get going with a nice breeze, you got to stop. It's horrible. I despise it.
And these people, man,
They don't care.
Yeah.
They pull out in front of you, and then when you get mad at them, they flip you off, and then I just want to punch them right in the throat.
Yep. That's that sense of entitlement that everybody has. I'm right, and I'm going to do what I want and fuck everybody else. That's the way people operate today, man. I hate that.
I know. We're getting old, you know that, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that tonight.
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I think, it wasn't like this back in the 80s.
It's because we couldn't even drive back in the 80s.
That's
well,
true,
couldn't
but-
we?
No.
No.
I was actually driving like 80...
Yeah, late 80s.
7, 88.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, late 80s.
And my dad used to have me drive before that, so...
Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
Why don't you chauffeur me around a little bit, Josh? Maybe
Shua.
we can listen to some
Call
of
me
the
Shua.
Pearl, maybe.
No, he'd have a couple drinks and they'd make me drive, but he never drank, which was what's funny about it. So I don't. He'd always have like two. Let's
Oh.
drive over to your aunt's house. So I jump in the car and drive. I think I was like 11, 12.
Wow. Could you even see over the dashboard?
Yeah, I don't know how, because I was like a fat little midget, so. I was.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like 5 foot tall in the 8th grade, so.
I don't know. I can't reference that. I don't know how tall you're supposed to be in the 8th grade.
Well, I know you're not supposed to be as wide as you are tall, and
Well, that's true. I agree with you there.
I was.
I don't think
a
you
fat
were you?
midget.
I don't
Huh?
remember. I don't remember that.
I lost weight in 8th grade, and then I shot up in 9th grade, but yeah, I was a fat little
Shut
midget.
up. Oh my god. Was this in the school bathroom, or where did this happen?
Gym class, heroin,
Oh,
always the best,
shit.
man.
You fucking kids run laps now! God damn, that kid's fast. What's he doing, juicing?
Oh, it was bad, man.
Good times, man.
Dressed in a hot pink sweater.
No, that didn't happen.
It did happen.
You wore a hot pink sweater to a public school,
Not on purpose. That's what my mom bought me.
and you didn't take it off and throw it away and have something
I
else?
should have, but I wasn't very smart. So,
Oh, man.
yeah. I had a pair of...
You got beat up that day, didn't you?
I got beat up every day. And I had
Oh, man.
I
I'm
had
sorry.
like all the popular clothes like 5 years after they were popular. So I had like a...
So they weren't popular.
8... I remember in 8th grade, too, my mom bought me a peach coat with like a collar that popped up. And
Oh, man. You
I
were
got beat up
rocking
that day, too. The seafoam green shorts, I got beat up that day.
Did you have moon boots? Like the soft
I did,
moon boots?
but I didn't wear those in 8th grade, so
I had some
I
of
was
those.
actually on the yeah. I had a lot of problems as a child.
I had some blue ones.
I did too, blue and black.
Those things were like a damn sponge on your feet, man. When you stepped in the water, they just soaked up all the water.
They were garbage.
They
I don't
were
know why
garbage.
we wore them.
Because they were cool, man. They were cool.
This show really went in a different direction. I thought you were going to be really pissed off today because of all the text, and I'm nostalgic about the 80s.
Nobody wants to hear how angry I am. They know I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I do.
Well, okay, thanks. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of tired.
That's all right. It is evening time.
But there's a lot of
But,
stuff that makes me angry.
Oh, me too. Me too. Kids.
Why
I hate
does
kids.
everyone drive 10 to 15 miles per hour under the speed limit and keep a gap between the car ahead of them of like 5 car lengths?
Yeah, they do that down here all the time too. Or
I hate that
I like
shit.
this one. They brake 100 times before the light while it's green, so they're going to be surely getting a red light. So what the hell?
People
There
are
is a
scared.
yellow moment
They're scared
where
to
you can
drive.
still
They're scared to
drive.
death to drive their cars.
They shouldn't be driving at all.
Just look at people driving. They're sitting there with a death grip, staring straight ahead, or else they're fucking texting and cooking dinner and reading a newspaper.
That's what I see.
God damn.
Texting all the time down here.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I look at my phone once in a while, but I'm not sitting there typing out a novel on a laptop like some of these fucking people are.
I've actually seen on I-95 someone was reading the newspaper. I'm not even joking. Reading the newspaper and eating a sandwich while they
Wow.
were driving on the expressway.
That's awesome. Probably doing what, about 70 or 80?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It was good. I liked it. I was impressed. I
And
should have taken a
people-
picture, but I didn't have a phone that was good enough. Kind of had a hand-me-down phone that didn't have anything.
People wonder why they get in wrecks. They're
They should
scared.
actually I wish they'd get more wrecks. That way they wouldn't down the road.
Thin out the herd a little bit.
I think it should be.
That'd be nice.
I am. What's funny is I'm coming off more angrier than you, I believe, in these shows. And I'm the happy
I'm trying to
one.
turn it around. I want to be the happy-go-lucky star. Of
Fun-loving guy.
of this huge project it's going to be global. I mean, it's going to be massive. I bet we get probably 5 or 10 listeners. Not including us, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, are we included next?
It's going to be huge, man.
That doesn't really matter. This is for our own personal benefit, so...
Yeah, I don't care. That way when we're dead and rotten, people might still, hey, what's this show? Let's listen to this. God, this is terrible. Throw that shit away.
So in 3 years, people might actually hear us.
Yeah. Wow, thanks. I'm not that old.
Oh.
After we're dead and gone 3 years from now.
Oh, hey, I was thinking of some stuff because since Ryan enjoyed being on the show, he wants to bring other people on the show.
Oh, nice, man. I really had fun with Ryan on the show. That was a good time.
No, it was, and he enjoyed being on the show. He had a lot of fun.
Excellent.
But he's got a lot of friends, and he's got a friend apparently that is a. He came up with a term that I've never heard of, but
Really?
I'm not gonna say it because it just sounds stupid and it sounds extremely made up. She is a connoisseur of music. So
Aren't we
I
all?
don't know the particulars of how this was, but I was thinking maybe in the future have a little game show contest between you and her because you're kind of a music aficionado.
Well, it depends on the type of music, though. There's a lot of music that, I mean, my focus is kind of narrow on the music side.
Well, mine too. If I like a band, I know everything about it. If I don't know anything about them.
I mean, if you're going to pull out like top 40 and stuff like that or rap, I don't have a clue.
No. I think she likes like rock and stuff like that. So I mean, I think
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
safe.
Well, that might be fun.
I think that would be fun. And of course, if Ryan's bouncing off the walls, that would be comical as well.
I got to be honest, I've never seen a guy when he was drunk decided that he needed to do push-ups. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, that was rather strange.
But I like him. He's interesting. He's a good musician.
No, he's a good guy.
He's a good musician.
Excellent guy. Nice guy. But yeah, so that's coming up too in the future. Have some, I don't know. I want to do some stupid stuff too. I don't want to just keep... I mean, besides just
Isn't
sitting
the whole
here
show
talking-
stupid?
Huh?
I said, isn't the whole show basically stupid?
It is, but I want to go out and, I mean, if I could get an interview with that guy that was dressed up like a woman,
Oh, Tiny Dancer.
Tiny Dancer,
Oh, man.
on South Beach, that would be pretty.
I kind of like the live on the
hilarious.
scene, on the street beat kind of aspect. That'd be kind of cool.
I like that too.
We should do
I think
that.
that would be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
And you got a lot more characters over. I don't have those kind of guys over here, but you
No,
got them over there.
I live in Freak Town, so I mean, Miami is full of psychos and freaks. That you can go to any given bar and you'll be able to spot a guy that's gonna make you laugh. So,
Like a John Wayne Gacy type of guy.
well, there's
You'll
That
be able to
guy
spot
looks
him
like
as
a
soon as you
killer.
walk in the bar.
Actually, maybe, yeah. You might be able to find that too.
Hmm.
No, this guy. I was at a bar the other night. There's a guy sitting there. Actually, the sad thing is I used to work with him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's sitting across the bar. He doesn't see me. And there's a pretty bartender sitting there. And he's one of those guys that has no idea what she's talking to another customer that's a couple people down.
Right.
And he just starts laughing real loud and like, just trying to get her attention. And the guy was an idiot. I mean, that's the kind of stuff we need to get. And
Yeah.
he needs to be on the show.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
That sounds interesting. I like that idea. We'll do some on the scene kind of things.
Yeah. That time I
like
went across the bar, the people at the other side of the bar were laughing. That guy he was drunk off his ass, hitting on two chicks, telling me I was going to be his wingman.
Oh.
And the whole time I'm busting his balls, and I told the girls I didn't even know him, and they were laughing at him too. Everyone was laughing at this guy, and he had no idea.
Well, that's the beauty about being hammered is you don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, I guess, yeah, you're right. I've never been that drunk, though, I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't drink like I used to. It's just too rough the next day.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know. I don't know if I used to or if I'm worse, but still,
Well, yeah. Probably about the same level. What about you? Are you angry about anything tonight you need to talk about?
I'm not angry. I'm doing good.
That's good.
No, man, I just hate work and the particulars that go with it.
Oh, do you have a studio guest tonight or no?
No,
Oh,
you would think I do
okay, great.
because you hear sounds, but I don't.
I'm hearing things that aren't there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're hearing some stuff. It's not real.
I understand. Sometimes I have auditory hallucinations, which is I think those are real actually.
It sounded like a door opening and closing, but it wasn't. I got the same thing, but it wasn't.
I think it's one of those Halloween tricks.
It is.
Do you have any Halloween plans? That's coming up here pretty quick.
Do I have any Halloween plans?
Oh, yes, you do, as a matter of fact.
I'm going to be seeing Nine Inch Nails.
Yes, Nine Inch Nails concert. We're going to go see that.
And I'm going to also be
Pardon
going
me.
down to Fantasy Fest in Key West.
Yeah, I'd like to go to that, but I don't know if it's going to work out.
It's a crying shame.
I'm going to try to squeeze in an extra day off, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Interesting you should say squeeze in because there's going to be a lot of boobs there.
I know. I'm all about the body painting thing, and I know that's big down there.
Yeah, that's. I went last year. It was a lot of fun. We stayed out till like 4 in the morning. Drinks are cheap.
I like cheap.
They're like $2-3 for a big thing of rum and coke. It was mainly rum, so I was happy.
It's like $2 for a bottle of rum.
I'm not kidding. They were the big ones too, man. It was a big cup.
You gotta love it.
And what else? Went to the parade. Went through. There's a lot of
There's a lot of gayness too.
There was. I got my ass squeezed on multiple occasions, and I'd turn around and look, and there'd be about 5 guys that could have done it. So I didn't know who did it.
Oh,
And well,
I mean, I don't have a problem if you want to be gay. That's great. More
no,
power
I
to
don't.
you.
I don't have a problem either.
I just don't want to be grabbed by a gay guy.
Yeah, I don't need to have. It wasn't a comfortable feeling.
Was it like an intentional grab or just a I'm sorry brush off?
Yeah, it was a honk.
Oh, oh man! You got somebody kept the feel on the guns.
I mean, I don't like dancing or anything, but we went to this dance club. The one dance club, my God, she wanted to go to this one. There's about 5 dudes in white underwear dancing on the bar.
What?
And I said, that's got to be a gay bar. And she's like, no, I don't think it is.
On the bar?
On the bar, man. These dudes were like grinding. I couldn't go in there.
Wow.
So then we went to another one, and it seemed a little bit better, but that's the one where I got my ass grabbed like 3 times.
Well, they must like your ass, man.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, I don't know anything about dudes' asses, so.
Wow, that's good. Good answer.
I would say no.
Good
to
answer.
That, but I mean, apparently, you never know what you do on ecstasy. I'm sure.
I have no response to that.
I don't know either. I'm just saying. I'm sure they feel lovey-dovey or whatever. I don't know.
So what else do we want to talk about? Anything else we're going to talk about, or should we just wrap this mess up?
It's not a mess. We got some good stuff out. This is therapy. I like to just sit and talk. We do it anyways, so why not?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's just us talking about nothing. So this is basically
It's like
our Seinfeld.
It's like the radio version of Seinfeld, or the
It really is.
podcast version, I guess you would
However, there's gonna be some better ones. Every show has ups and downs. This might be a down, but I'm pretty sure when we get the drunk people on.
No, that last show was a down. That was that was a disaster, man. That was a train wreck, man. That was a train wreck. I'm sorry, it was bad.
No. This one is a train.
Not so much. It's more like
barreling out of control. It's already out of control.
It's like one of those trains that only does like 5 miles per hour, and you get on it and you ride around the zoo, and it makes a little circle. It's kind of like that.
Deer Park Funland.
Yeah, it's never going to wreck because it's not going fast enough.
It's got some old man with an engineer hat in the front that looks miserable.
This show's not going to go off the rails for this particular episode.
It's not off the rails, but it's I was really. You just seem so pissed off.
It's a school night. Well, I mean, I can fucking go off if you want me to, but our time is almost up, or it's past up.
Is it past up?
Yeah, it's right there. It's right where it should be.
All right. Well, we can call it good for this show, and
call it a show. Cut.
Hopefully, next time, which will be coming up soon.
Yeah, I think
maybe I can bring another guest in here. I got another pair of
pair of what? What?
Another pair of studio
boobies?
headphones. Another pair of boobies will be coming in.
That's all right. Let's do that show now then.
Feeling boobies.
All right.
But no, I can bring somebody in. Maybe I could bring somebody from the band Mongobra in.
Mongobra?
Yeah.
Mongobra. That's fun to say, Mongobra.
Well, if you go to their little studio they actually have a mongoose cobra.
A mongoose cobra.
Because that's where the name comes from.
So it's like a mongoose with a head of a cobra, or how does that work?
It's got both.
It's got both heads.
I can't describe it. I'd have to take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm not following that image at all.
I didn't either when I saw it. So
all right,
you'd have to see it to believe.
We'll leave Mongobra
he's an amazing guitar player, and the lead singer is a good friend of mine. You've met him. Hung out with him a few times. Cumes.
Oh, I did not know that was Cume's band.
That is Cume's band. I've jammed him a couple times. It's a lot of fun.
Well, that should be interesting then. He's quite a character.
Which one?
Cumes.
Yeah.
He's a real character. He'd just be fun just to have on the show just by himself.
We could do that too. He doesn't have to talk about Mongobra because it's still in the works. And if I had him in, he's the singer, and his singing is I don't care for the style, but you like Slayer, and I don't.
I like a little bit of it. I can't listen to it nonstop.
That's his style of singing. It's not my style, but I mean, he's got some of the same musical likes I do, like Misfits and stuff like that. So,
Right
I
on.
played a couple Misfits songs. That was fun.
Well, that sounds like a good show for the future then.
Maybe we can do that. I can put the other set of headphones on. We can just talk shit like always.
The other set ahead. Let me get the other Campbell's can out so we can have a guest.
Actually, they're state-of-the-art ones I got.
So how do people find us? Where are we at?
We are at clambakepodcast.com.
Yeah, it's a beautiful website.
Leave a comment. Leave an idea to talk about something so we don't ramble on like idiots like this one.
That's okay. What, Twitter? We got Twitter?
We also have Twitter.
At Clambake Podcast.
At Clambake Podcast.
Clambake Podcast.
Something like a Dutch person.
And
then we also have Facebook, which is Clambake.
Yep, it's Clambake, but I think the address is facebook.com/worldfamouspodcast.
Yeah, I believe you're right, actually.
Don't we have a big head?
We do. But when it's the best, you can tell the world.
Hey, what can you do when it's the best? I can't help it.
Fuck it. We're awesome.
All right, let's call this an episode and just be done with it.
You got it.
All right.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
next time.
See you next time.
All right. Farewell.